Guys, Shifty here, and we're back with something a lot different than anything I've put out on my channel yet, and this is actually going to be my thoughts, reactions, well not reactions because I watched the Pokemon Presents live, but I wanted to do a video about it, just kind of breaking down some of the other stuff that happened, and yeah, this is going to be a lot different from, the usual Nuzlockes that I do, so I hope you enjoy it. And without any further ado, let's get into the details of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I could probably just turn this down all the way, since I don't really need it being that loud, since I've already watched it and stuff. So, with this game, there's a lot to talk about actually. So I'm going to, let's see. There's a couple things I wanted to cover in BDSP. Let's see. I genuinely forgot where like half the shit is. Style Shop, I don't really care about that. It's mostly, okay, the Underground. The Underground got a major overhaul with the addition of, I think they're called Pokemon Hideaways, we were told later in the Direct. Yeah, these look cool as hell. This is what I'm excited for. This is one of the few things I'm excited for with this game, because this shit's cool as hell. I can't lie. And I think they said only some sinnoh Pokemon can be discovered this way, so it's like you're incentivized to use the Underground more, because some Pokemon can only be caught this way, which I think is amazing. And then Team Galactic, the usual. Oh, where is it? It was somewhere in here. The following Pokemon. I forget exactly where they showed that at. Oh, right here. That is so cool. And there's a part. Sorry, I was scrolling through this as well. On the Pokemon Company's website, features. Somewhere in here it says that it can only be done after a certain point in the game. So you have to be either playing the game for like some amount of time or reach a certain place in the game. Which I thought was a bit dick-ish. Walk around with your favorite Pokemon once you progress in the game to a certain point. So that means either, play for a certain amount of time, which I don't think is what it's going to be. I think it's going to be like reach a certain town, or like have a full team of 6. You can choose just one Pokemon that you've befriended to walk along behind you. Either way, walking Pokemon is a big dub. It's something that Pokemon fans, myself included, have been wanting since it originally happened in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. And, we got it in Let's Go, we got it in the DLC of Sword and Shield. And yeah, this just looks really cool. It looks good, they look nice and animated. That's not something I'm a fan of, is them like falling behind you. I kind of like it when they keep like a certain amount of distance. Like, even if they are like a slow Pokemon, I don't like seeing them having to be like teleported from like, way behind to like right behind you. That's not something I'm a huge fan of. But other than that, yeah, this definitely did work to get me a bit more hyped for a BDSP, because, like with most Pokemon fans, I'm imagining, it's mostly about, Legends Arceus. And now there's a lot to break down with Legends Arceus. This is the one that I mainly wanted to focus on, because it's just so much cooler. Let me turn this down. First of all, the game looks so much better. Let me just full screen it for a second. This game looks so much better now. There was like a lot of complaints when the game first was like announced and like gameplay was shown, that it didn't look very good. It looks a lot better now, in my opinion. It looks a lot better. Also, this guy. We'll get into him a bit later, because the Pokemon forms are something I want to touch on a bit later. But oh yeah, there's a lot going on here. We have the what is it, Galactic Exploration Team, or Galaxy Exploration Team? Pretty much the precursor to Pokemon Diamond and Pearl's antagonist group. And I like that we're working for them. So it's like, let me make sure I have this correct. Hisui region, oh, that's something else. Sorry I'm so scatterbrained, it's just that there's so much to break down. It's called the Hisui region, before being renamed to the Sinnoh region at some point later in the in-game history. Jubilife Village, Galaxy Expedition Team. And then if we go down here to characters, you notice that Commander Kamado looks a striking resemblance to Professor Rowan. They have like the same mustache and same like leader qualities and shit. And then, which is something I didn't notice when I first watched the trailer, I'll be honest, I didn't put together that they looked very similar. The only thing I thought was Captain Silene, because it is so goddamn obvious. They practically beat you over the head with it, that Silene is like the great-great-grandmother of Cyrus. Like the same blue hair color, the same stern look, the same fucking name, basically. So, if I had to guess, I'm going to do a bit of theory crafting here. I think Cyrus is going to, like, learn, or, like, know, or, like, learn through, like, family, you know, stories and stuff about her. And that's how he gets the name for Team Galactic from the... since she's the leader of Team Galaxy's Survey Corps. And that... And he's going to be like, well, Pokemon are stupid, and then he blows up the world, basically. But I think his main motivation, besides, like, you know, wanting to restart the universe to be in his own image or whatever, or because everything's so ugly. I haven't played Diamond and Pearl in a long time, so forgive me if I don't know the plot exactly. But I think it'll have something to do with Silene. At least that's my own headcanon. They probably won't say anything about whether or not it is, but I like to imagine it has something to do with hearing a story about her. That's my own thoughts on it. But oh yeah, so we get different starters. That the Professor Laverton. Did I get that right? Laventon or Laventon. This guy looks stupid as hell. I'm gonna be honest. But anyway, we get the 3 different starters, and then something that I'm really hyped for is not only the open world aspect, the new battle mechanic, along with the new Pokemon, which I'll touch on later. The new battle mechanic where you can either do strong style or agile style, which I believe is under gameplay, if it could load. But strong style basically does more damage, but agile style lets you move first, basically. Get that reduced motion. Starting a Pokemon battle, don't need this. Strong style versus agile style. This is something I did not see coming. I don't think a lot of people saw coming. Was a new battle mechanic. Since I don't think many spin-off games have different battle mechanics. I could be wrong, I'm not a huge spin-off guy. But, you know, you got the action order, which is Lucario, Gastrodon, blah blah blah. And switching to agile style makes it so that Lucario can move twice right here, which I think is going to be really cool. Unfortunately, competitive ranked battles, they said in the direct, ranked battles will still be done in Pokemon Sword and Shield and not in BDSP or this game, unfortunately, because I think agile style would be a new battle mechanic that would be much more interesting than probably any of the other ones. I do like Mega Evolutions. I'm okay with Dynamax, and Z-moves are still fine, but those are all like just pure power. Those are all just like nukes, basically. Well, most Z-moves, well, all Z-moves are nukes. Usually you Dynamax for nuking the other team, and most Mega Pokemon are nukes in themselves. But this is something that's a nuke, but also, you know, a bit of strategy too. I think it's more strategy based than some of the other ones, which seems really, really interesting. So unfortunately, I don't think we're gonna be seeing any of that unless like there's a dedicated like team or league or like group of people who want to play competitive Pokemon in these games. So I'm not sure how that'll play out, but ranked battles, as they said in the direct, will be in Sword and Shield. So I think that means like VGC will be in Sword and Shield. And strong style raises the move power, but your Pokemon's action speed will be lowered. So You know, that's really cool, completing the Pokedex. I don't really care about this. Base camps were a cool thing, though. Kind of like a primitive Pokemon Center. Crafting. That's how you know it's a real, like, open-world RPG thing. Is that you can now craft. We are halfway there to making Pokemon Minecraft, if you exclude Pixelmon. But this is really cool. Items, Pokeballs, smoke bombs, so that you can get closer to Pokemon. Heavy balls, which aren't for capturing heavy Pokemon, but are heavier than regular Pokeballs. So that means they don't go very far. And then the last thing I want to touch on was, you know, the Growlithe and the Braviary, the Basculin evolution, the Stantler evolution, Rhydeer, which is just so cool. The last thing I expected for Legends Arceus was going to be regional forms. I'm gonna be honest. So, you know, we got all these guys. Newly discovered Pokemon, Rhydeer. How do they say it in the trailer? Because I don't wanna fuck this up. It's too early to be fucking this up. Oh, they don't say it in the trailer, do they? Oh, they probably don't say it here. They probably said it in the. They said it in the live stream. But Rhydeer, Bascu Legion. All right, this is gonna take a while to load. My apologies. Category: the Bighorn Pokemon, normal Psychic, 5'11", so he's fucking tall as shit. Oh yeah, I like this. Close with people and helps make their lives possible. In the Hisui region, Stantler can evolve into Rhydeer. The last thing I expected was regional variants for Braviary and Growlithe, but really, I didn't expect evolutions either for Stantler or for Basculin. Basculin is like definitely one of the least memorable Pokemon, maybe ever. Deadass, because like, it's just so useless. But wow. Rhydeer looks cool as hell, normal Psychic type, which I don't remember what Stantler's typing is, which is probably why they gave it an evolution. I don't remember if it's normal and Psychic or just normal. But this is awesome. I'm actually really excited. And yeah, I just don't know what else to say. This is really, really cool. Let's go over here to Bascu Legion, which is Water and Ghost, I think, from the Cerebi people. Over here they said it was Water and Ghost. Yeah, Bascu Legion is Water and Ghost. Hisui and Braviary is Psychic Flying, and Hisui and Growlithe is Fire Rock. So Bascu Legion, it does look a lot like Basculin. I don't know why I didn't put 2 and 2 together when watching the direct, but it's also Ghost type. Battling together with the mournful souls of its comrades, Basculin in the Hisui region can evolve into this Pokemon. This evolution occurs when a Basculin is possessed by the souls of other Basculin from its school that could not withstand the harsh journey upstream. So this is like about salmon. I don't think Basculin's bass, but this is like something that's almost entirely about salmon, I think. It also kind of looks like a salmon, but that's what they do. They journey upstream. That's when you see like the bears and nature documentaries like snatching them out of the water. And it fights together with these souls, which attack the opponent as if with a will of its own. The Pokemon can sense animosity. It will become enraged and attack relentlessly. Gains power from souls possessing it, letting it swim on without tiring. So this is like the water travel Pokemon. That's what they showed in the trailer, is the character riding on it. I'm not sure if you have to catch it to be able to do that, or if it's just like a fast travel over water kind of situation. But very interesting. So, in the first announcement, or the first, not the first, but trailer of this game, we got 2 new things for Gen 5, which I really like the Gen 5 love, because I think Sword and Shield also added the most regional variants for Gen 5 Pokemon, out of like all the regional variants added. A solitary bird that flies in... Holy shit, I just can't fucking read. A solitary bird Pokemon that flies in from the north in winter. When Rufflet and the Hisui region evolve, they become Hisui and Braviary. In the winter, this Pokemon flies in from somewhere far north. It's larger than the previously discovered form of Braviary and tends to live alone rather than in flocks. Also, it's bigger. 5'7", so yeah, this is a big fucking bird. Shockwaves of psychic power. Hisuian Braviary can imbue its eerie screeches with psychic power to generate powerful shockwaves, then uses its sharp talons to tear apart and seize prey weakened by these shockwaves. Apparently, it can also use its psychic power to sharpen its sixth sense and enter a trance that boosts its physical abilities. Holy shit. Yeah, this thing looks cool as hell. Psychic and flying. And I'm just really hyped for that. And also Hisuian Growlithe. Now, I find it weird that they didn't announce Hisuian Arcanine, which I'm assuming there's going to be. But also, this guy's just cute as hell. He's a bit more red, a bit more hair. Looks really cute though. Hisuian Growlithe, fire and rock type. Soft fur, stony horn. Oh yeah, it has a horn now. I don't know why they gave it a horn, but they were like, fuck it. What if Growlithe, but more hair, more red, and a horn? The Hisuian form has a longer, more voluptuous fur. The soft, heat-retaining fur helps the Pokemon thrive. The sharp horn on its head is made of rock, but breaks easily, so it only uses it when it has its greatest effect. Hisuian Growlithe are highly vigilant and tend to be seen watching over their territory in pairs. Apparently they have lived apart from humans for a long time and are unused to being around people. Building trust with the Hisuian Growlithe takes time. So it is still like it is still kind of like a dog, like, take on you with your journey type thing, but it takes time, which, I mean, you're basically just domesticating. This is just domesticating Growlithe. But I'm surprised they didn't show Hisuian Arcanine, because obviously there's a Hisuian Growlithe. There's going to be a Hisuian Arcanine. Otherwise, it would be like Braviary, where if you find a Rufflet in Sinnoh and evolve it, it becomes a Hisuian Braviary. If it were like a Growlithe in this game, then you know it could evolve into possibly a Hisuian Arcanine. But if it's already a Hisuian Growlithe, when you can find it out in the wild, then there's got to be a Hisuian Arcanine, and I wonder how that's going to look. That's because, like, it already has like a really big mane, so it's going to be like even more voluptuous and shit. And I wonder how they're going to work the rock type aesthetic into Arcanine, because right now I really thought it was of pure fire type. Even with like the stone horn comment they made in the direct or Pokemon Present, I had no fucking clue. I was still like, okay, yeah, it has a horn now, so what? It's still fire type. And then it used like Rock Slide, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense. But I think that's all I wanted to touch on was just this game. Oh, there's also like raid Pokemon, I guess you could call it. Just Pokemon that are like really angry. And I think in the trailer we saw them like come down from like something happening. So yeah, we see like a little crack above like Mount Coronet and this big fucking lightning strike, and then suddenly Pokemon are angry. And yeah, that's... Oh, also, that's something else. You can take damage. Pokemon can just like kill you, basically, which is really cool. Legitimately excited for that. So, you know, you got the Ursaring, strong style, agile style, Hisuian Braviary, just so much. And these games look really good now. I'm really happy with how they look now. I wish I could play this and BDSP if I'm being honest. I still want to play Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, but I don't have a Switch, so I'm not going to play either of them, unfortunately. But I would definitely be looking more forward to Legends Arceus, because this game just looks so much better. It's such a new direction for Pokemon to step, and it's just so amazing. It's so cool. And then if we go over here to Cerebi.net, you know, we got some information. The official artwork for Rhyhorn, for Hisuian Braviary. This also opens up the possibility, because there's no way they just did like 4 new Pokemon or 4 like evolutions or regional forms. There's definitely more, and I wonder if they're going to be to other like forgotten Pokemon like Basculin, or the mainstays like Growlithe and Arcanine. Braviary is a weird pick because it's one of like the more iconic Gen 5 Pokemon. And with Stantler's fucking useless as hell, forgotten as hell. But these are really cool. These are really cool. This is something for BDSP. You get like a Manaphy egg. get home support. Yeah, this is really interesting. They did their job with this. They did a good job. I am excited to look at this. The Hisui region, and you just got like the entire map, and this little island back here. They didn't mention anything about this island. I'm assuming it's like what is it, Stark Mountain from the Gen 4 games where like Heatran is. So we might see that. But this looks really interesting. I'm really excited for Legends Arceus. So yeah, this is just a lot going on, and I think that's everything I wanted to cover. I covered the underground in BDSP. The Union Room, I don't really care about any of this, to be honest. It was mainly just the underground and following Pokemon. Those are the two big things, because other than that, it's basically the same game. I saw a lot of people talking about Mega Evolutions making a return in BDSP, which I thought was a long shot, because like Gen 4, it had like a Mega Garchomp, Mega Lucario. Those are like the only ones that come to mind. But like, it wasn't like a huge Mega Evolution. First of all, Mega Evolution wasn't a thing in those games, and I don't think many Pokemon from that generation got Mega Evolutions. I could be completely off about that, but I only remember Garchomp and Lucario getting one. There's probably more, but yeah, I thought that was going to be a long shot, to be honest, but it's still really cool. It's still really cool. But with that, I think I'm going to end it. Thank you guys for staying with me if you made it all 22 minutes into this. I didn't think it was going to be 22 minutes, but thank you anyway, and I'll see you guys in the next episode, or whatever, the next video. Alright, whatever. Peace.